are just one day away from America's favorite game returning for the next season of play. That's right, the NFL is back tomorrow night, but tonight, Infinity Sports Network is back with NFL predictions. I am one of 3 co-hosts tonight, and right here in Los Angeles, California. We're still waiting for a football team, but we're no longer waiting for a prediction show. I'm Jake Liker. We've got a friend of ours out in Oregon, Ashland, Oregon. His name is, well, he'll tell it for you.
His name's Carl Mogline.
Okay, Noah, thank you.
Please, Noah, don't step on my intro, man. No, I'm Carl Mogline. Twitter, at Carl with a K. It's not actually at Carl with a K. Carl _PM. It's Carl with a K. Don't spell it wrong. That would be goofy. Don't be a dude.
Alright, and for karma purposes, that's Noah Taborba in Chicago.
No, I have to make my intro. Everybody loves hearing me.
Oh, okay.
Hello, everybody, to all of my fans. I thank you. First of all, if you're not a fan yet, which you will be by the end of the show, you can follow me on Twitter, at Noah Taborda, with a capital N, last name spelled Taborda. You can like some of my Facebook pages, Kicking It with Jake and Noah, a show I do with Jake Liker, who is, of course, one of these terrific 2 co-hosts.
Oh, too kind.
Also, Blake and Noah, LA to Chicago. Blake, unable to make it here. That show you wanted to listen to, which hopefully will one day be revitalized, with Carl.
Fateful day.
Someday we will restart. But I'm excited to get this underway. I'm excited to talk some football. And go Packers.
Yeah. And we also have a Vikings fan here in Carl. Here's the problem. It's called That Show You Wanted to Listen To. Make it that show you want to listen to, and then you can bring it back.
That show you want to listen to. You wanted to listen to.
You want
right.
Yeah.
It has to have the other way.
There you go. Well, yes,
I do want to say the Vikings don't count as a football team.
Okay, that's enough.
Just kidding.
We have to get
Vikings
started.
fans, I actually like your team a lot more than I thought I would.
It's true. Noah will do anything for his fans. Noah's fans mean a lot to him. Sometimes the air conditioning in his house breaks, and he really needs those fans to make sure he stays cool at night.
Alright, I'm leaving, Jake. That was too bad.
And we kick off the season the best way there is. With a pun, but not really. We are kicking it off, however, with the AFC East. Not West, East. And the teams in the AFC East. The Buffalo Bills, the Miami Dolphins, the New York Jets, and that other team. The New England Patriots, of course. AFC, okay. We're making some AFC East rhymes here, so send in your best AFC East rhymes to @InfinitySportsN, our Twitter, or to me.
AFC East infection, or AFC Beast.
AFC Beast. Oh, Carl, that's a fantastic segue. AFC Beast, but who is the Beaut? The Beauty. Are any of us not picking...
Full word, Jake.
Are any of us not picking the Patriots to win this division?
No.
See, I pulled a Bill Belichick. I actually spied on your picks before the game.
Hey. You did that. I think I'm going to... Jake, didn't you just say that every rule should be upheld? So I think that is punishable.
What rule?
I think you should be excluded from this prediction.
For what rule did I break?
Jake for spying on our predictions has been banned from this division. Carl, I really think the Patriots are the best team in this division, without a doubt. No other team has the history they have, has the players they have. Look, Geno Smith, come on now. Is anybody really thinking Geno Smith to win a division? Right now, Tannehill's...
Hey, Noah, come on. This is an easy pick. Let's be honest, it's not just about history. It's about the better football team. And right now, the Patriots are just that. They're miles ahead of the rest of the AFC East, and I don't think we need to keep talking about it.
Yes, that's correct. They are miles away on the highway. Look, Bills have a horrible defense. They're decent running the ball. The Jets throwing the ball. Jets suck. Sorry, Jets fans.
Whoa. What kind of analysis is this?
They have Ryan.
Miami is up and coming.
Excuse me, the Jets did bring in Eric Decker. They did have last year's Defensive Rookie of the Year. They did have last year's Defensive Rookie of the Year in
Decker's
Sheldon
system.
Richardson.
Hey, no.
Where in the division do you think the Jets will finish? I have the Jets of Nueva York finishing second in that division at 7-9. Noah, I know you're very harsh with those Jets. Where do you have them?
Well, let's remember that Decker is a system player. This guy, I think he's Greg Jennings again. I have him at 3-13, getting the first pick in the NFL draft. Look, Geno Smith is not the answer to their quarterback problems. Geno Smith isn't the answer. That's why they're going to go Marcus Mariota next year when the time comes. You know who their second best receiver is? Sure, Eric Decker, even if he isn't a system player, even if he proves me wrong, their second best receiver is Jeremy Curley. Ugh. Chris Ivory currently actually got the... Apparently, actually, according to the Jets depth chart right now, Chris Ivory is the starting running back. Anybody who's got Chris Ivory, good job. Anybody who's got Chris Johnson, not good job.
There's someone sitting in like a basement out there just sighing, weeping. They picked
up-and-coming-
Bilal Powell again.
All right, okay. Give
They
me
do have an up-and-coming defense, though. Muhammad Wilkerson, Sheldon Richardson, it's a good defensive line. Quentin Coples is decent. David Harris is decent. Calvin Pace is getting a little old. But they do have D. Milliner, who played much better near the end of the year. So that's a sign that they might be on the...
if I may, because I have not. One, it's a prediction show, so I'm not going to go off on an entire tangent. Jets are third. They're worse than the Dolphins. I actually really like the Dolphins. Ryan Tannehill, I think he will be a good NFL quarterback in the future. I really do, and I think he's getting there. But I think he will be a successful NFL quarterback. And you know what? The Bills are next to terrible. So you know what? The Jets are better than the Bills, worse than the Dolphins. Third place in the AFCs.
All right, the Jets do have a tough early schedule. Weeks 2 through 7, they get at Green Bay, home versus Chicago, home versus Detroit, at San Diego, versus Denver, and then at New England. Yeesh.
Can I clarify one thing?
Yes.
I do have the Bills tying at 3-13 with the Jets.
Oh, twinning!
Jets-
I also have
Jets
Buffalo at
tiebreak.
3-13.
Jets tiebreak to get the fourth spot.
Oh, we are twinning, not winning, though, in Buffalo.
No, they're winning the tiebreak. If they're that bad, they're going to want to win that tiebreak.
But I'm having Buffalo 3-13 last in the division. Noah has Buffalo 3-13 third in the division. Carl?
Carl has Buffalo with no record because he's putting them in places not with records.
Ah. All right.
So record is NA.
Their record is to be determined.
They are N and A. That's not acceptable, Carl. You need records for this prediction show.
No,
Just
I
kidding.
don't.
I know you don't. I joke. I joke. And one more. The Miami Dolphins. Speaking of sass, the Dolphins had a little too much, we'll call it sass, from certain players or player on the team,
Really? We're bringing this up right now?
hoping to bully around their opponents a little more this year and get themselves into a playoff spot, though. I guess, by process of elimination, I had the Dolphins third in this division, going 6-10. What about you, Carl?
I have them. I don't want to spoil too much, but honestly, I think they're much better than you guys are predicting. I think they'll be a surprise wild card contender.
Okay. Wild card contender. That's fine. So they're second.
I'll
They're
go with more who gets them later, but
So my prediction is that the Patriots are a great football team. The rest of that division will be the worst division in football. 5-11 for the Dolphins.
Ooh.
I think they're a decent team. Jake, you picked them at 6-10. That's a
No,
one game.
no, I'm just no. I'm saying, wow, 3 teams with 5 wins or less in the same division. It's plausible.
I know, but that's. Here's the thing: when you have a division like NFC West that has 3 that I think are going to do really well, and then you've got something like the AFC West, where even if Kansas City's 7-9, they've still got another good team in San Diego. Tennessee is a decent team. Houston's is probably going to play better, and then the AFC North as well. It's kind of like that. That's what happens. If you have a couple of other divisions that are solid, it's hard to not have a division with a lot of losing teams. I mean, look at last year, AFC South with Tennessee, Houston, and Jacksonville. But yeah, that's my pick.
All right, so we all have New England winning this division. Carl doesn't have a record. I have them going 12-4. Their only losses at Kansas City versus Cincinnati, at Indianapolis, and at the Jets.
I
Yeah,
have them 13-3.
I'm assuming.
Number one seed.
Shh. Okay, so one spoiler there. We'll be sure not to have as many of those continuing on. Our playoff pictures will be revealed.
When I pick up 13-3, we all knew they were going to get the first seed. They were all okay with it.
Not necessarily. The Denver Broncos are looking perhaps...
Fans, if you're not okay with this, chime in and tell us why you're not okay with it.
Your fans speak to you? I thought they just keep you cool at night. I think we're talking about different fans. But now we're going to talk about different divisions.
I'll introduce you to my fan, Jay.
Oh, thank you, Noah. I'll introduce you to the AFC South. Yes, the AFC South, featuring the Indianapolis Colts and the others, the Houston Texans with Ryan Harvard Fitzpatrick, the Jacksonville Jaguars with Chad Bortles and Blake Henny, and the Tennessee Titans with, like, really, the last team you'd sort of think of when trying to name all the teams. They're kind of just there.
The Raiders are mine.
Mine are the Titans. I never am able to remember the Titans. But will this be a season to remember?
That's like the second team I remember.
Will this be a season to remember for one of the teams in this division? You know what? We started at first last time, but to use the words of Drake, we'll start from the bottom. At this point, who finishes last place in this division? We will start with Carl.
Oh, how lovely. Honestly, the Jaguars have not made enough for improvement. Even if Blake Bortles is starting, I don't think he has enough pieces around him to do much. I think he has the possibility to be a successful NFL quarterback. But right now, the Jaguars do not have enough pieces, and their defense is so full of holes. Jaguars are last in this division.
Alright, Jaguars last in the division. No.
Well, Carl, it's pronounced Jaguars, not Jaguars.
Jaguar.
It's the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Jock Pederson.
That's who they should. They should take Jock Pederson from the Dodgers and put that on the team.
They probably would.
But not Kyle Seager. Kyle Seager's or Corey Seager. Nobody knows his name. Is it Corey or Kyle?
I don't know. Or Jacksonville 3rd or 4th?
Their best prospect. Okay. Jacksonville 4th, 4-12. Bortles is good, but the defense is bad. Big scoreboards don't necessarily mean the scoreboard is in favor of you. Just ask the Dallas Cowboys. Jacksonville, bottom of the division. But they end up with a pretty good pick in the draft. I think it was, like 3rd, 4th?
Probably 3rd, 4th. Yeah.
Oh, by the way, I would like to point out, just for when we mentioned the Buffalo being really bad, Cleveland has Buffalo's pick for this year.
Oh my God. You kidding me?
So, if Buffalo ends up with a really high pick, Cleveland just got a really nice pick, especially this year.
Alright, well, yours truly has the Tennessee Titans at last place in the division at 4-12, losing a tiebreaker with another team. What I will mention later on. And by later on, I mean right now, the Jacksonville Jaguars finished 3rd place, going 4-12. Highlighted the season, a Week 3 win at home against Indianapolis. You never know. Jacksonville did bring in Jacksonville did make some free agency signings, including the incomparable, or maybe comparable, Chris Clemens.
What about Toby Gerhart?
Oh yeah, Toby Gerhart. Oh yeah,
That's
him.
Like a big part of this team. God.
As well as Blake Henny and Chad Bortles.
Didn't they also get Red Bryant too?
Really? Will they be seeing red in Jacksonville? The only red I see are the red L's.
Oh my God, these puns, Jake. These puns.
Alright, fine. Well, I'm assuming you guys have the Titans in 3rd place here?
Houston. You know I like the Titans.
H-Town.